The head of the Breeze Blows Penelia remarked on Zhao Liying, not referencing acting abilities, yet discussing the hearts of the crowd. As of late, there have been numerous hot shows on the screen, for example, Day-to-Day Existence featuring Bai Jingting and Tian Ziwei, The 28th Law of Adoration featuring Yang Mi, Su Kai, and so on, and Confidence featuring Qin Zhenji and Kan Qingzi, and so on. Everyone has drawn in the consideration of numerous crowds, and the subjects that have arisen in the play are in a steady progression. Notwithstanding these meager few, there is another show that has additionally drawn in the consideration of the crowd. It is the sensible television series The Breeze Blows Penelia, coordinated by Fu Duangao and Mao Wei, Zhao Liying, Hao Hao, Li Guangji featuring. The play is set during the 1990s, with Jianjin opening up as the beginning stage, and for the most part recounts the narrative of a finance manager with Su Bangsha as the fundamental line who really considered wandering into the steel business. Since its debut on November 27th, in a little more than about 14 days, the show has gotten various commendations. The ongoing dub and score is essentially as high as 8.4, drawing in excess of 220,000 individuals to rate, of which 4-star or more commendation represented over 80%. The series has quality, the plot is conservative, the entertainers perform superbly, and so on, have appropriately turned into the high-scoring informal exchange showstoppers toward the finish of 2022. In the play, as the courageous woman, Zhao Liying turned into the most attractive person in the entire play. She changed into a prevailing female chief, wearing age-like cosmetics, combined with a wrap and huge wavy hair. Her entire disposition was overwhelmed by her handle it solidly. Under Zhao Liying's cautious translation, we saw Su Bangsha, an earnest and focused female business visionary who thought for even a second of thinking, still up in the air and would not concede rout. Zhao Liying's presentation has won the recognition of numerous crowds. It is truly contacting to see Su Bangsha buckling down in the play, and it has likewise excited the reverberation of numerous crowds. I need to say that Chief Fu Duangao's projecting vision is truly remarkable. During the show's transmission, Fu Duangao remarked on Zhao Liying in a meeting with the media. He referenced no acting abilities, yet every sentence was valid and each word was valid, and it nearly contacted the hearts of the crowd. As a vital person in The Breeze Blows Penelia, Su Bangsha's decision of entertainer is exceptionally basic. When this character isn't chosen, it will straightforwardly influence the appraisals and notoriety of the show. Based on the reaction of the transmission, Su Bangsha depicted by Zhao Liying has clearly been perceived by the crowd, which is sufficient to demonstrate that the chief's unique decision was essentially on the right track. Chief Fu Duangao uncovered that in the wake of perusing the novel, the primary individual who jumped into his head was Zhao Liying, on the grounds that she has a similar force as Su Bangsha, try to battle, set out to get through. She is vivacious indeed, there is a ton of energy in a little body, which is very Su Bangsha. This show isn't the primary cooperation between Fu Duangao and Zhao Liying. They have proactively participated momentarily in the show Optimal radiates on China. There is a ton of energy in them, and after top-to-bottom correspondence, the two immediately arrived at a collaboration expectation. As a matter of fact, contrasted with Su Bangsha's body shape in the novel, Zhao Liying doesn't precisely match her body shape, yet the free and simple and cheeky look on her body concurs with every one of the qualities of the person. In light of the play, Zhao Liying feels somewhat meager. Whether it is the topic of the story or the job setting, the individual who plays Su Bangsha ought to be an entertainer with an extremely impressive quality. Luckily, Zhao Liying can hold the scene, not just hold up, it likewise makes the strain of the story more grounded. In spite of the fact that Zhao Liying's solidarity and acting abilities have been perceived by the crowd and confirmed by many distinctions in the business, contrasted with different jobs previously, Su Bangsha actually has a great deal of difficulties for Zhao Liying. As I would see it, the foundation of the play centers around the 1990s. Zhao Liying didn't buy encounter that period, and she had barely any insight into the characters around then, not to mention a financial specialist. The state and believing are challenging to handle, and entertainers need to genuinely appreciate and infiltrate. In Chief Fu Duangao's view, the greatest thought in projecting is reasonableness. As a chief, in the wake of perusing the novel and the content, he ought to pick an entertainer who he trusts and can finish the job in light of how he might interpret the job. The motivation behind why Chief Fu picked Zhao Liying to play Su Bangsha was that from one viewpoint, she felt that she had a serious level of coordinating with the job, and then again, he likewise insisted on her solidarity from the side. Furthermore, her own fame and prominence are not low. it focused on a ton of the show. As one of the delegates of 85 Blossoms, Zhao Liying has been attempting to change on the screen lately. This time, Wind-Blowing Penelope is her subsequent reality-themed work later blessed to 10,000s. Comic there have additionally been no little leap forwards in style. This time Chief Fu decided to help out Zhao Liying once more, adding one more power to her change. After she completed the process of molding Su Bangsha, her change went above and beyond. Entertainers and jobs are common accomplishments, truth be told. A magnificent job will make an entertainer. A decent entertainer will confront his job with an earnest heart. However long he makes with his heart, he will make a person that has a place with him one's own personality, and the person picture that is at last introduced will truly be well established in the hearts of the crowd, and will be perceived by the crowd. In the play, Su Bangsha is both brilliant and difficult, brave and gutsy, and never abandons her vocation. She and a few other innovative finance managers are anxious to make supernatural occurrences and legends, and even have the demeanor of beginning a business in the afterlife. Particularly Su Bangsha, to gather reserves, lease capacity yards, and purchase scrap steel, she managed a wide range of individuals in the wine department, and confronted different crises with steady assurance and conviction. In the wake of watching it, individuals are loaded with strength. Full stop. For Zhao Liying, in the wake of molding the job of Su Bangsha, she has pretty much specific bits of knowledge and encounters. All things considered, in all actuality, she has additionally set up her own studio and works for herself. The undertakings need to battle for themselves. The job of Su Bangsha in the play isn't straightforward, her phenomenal characteristics, however more significantly, her character fascinate headed for business. With everything taken into account, Zhao Liying's depiction of Su Bangsha has been extremely fruitful this time. The general personality and state are excellent, and the emanation is turning out to be increasingly steady. He even strolls with wind, and his lines are clear to all. One might say that the job of Su Bangsha has been well established. Some netizens said, Zhao's advancement is truly apparent to the unaided eye, and there is no hint of his Xingfu by any stretch of the imagination. The entire acting state is set up. 02. The setup is ludicrous. Netizens say Wang Yibo Tan Jianci Bailu featured in Toward the North. Netizens scrutinize the quality. Recently, the CCTV show Weibo formally declared the idea banner of the television series Northern, saying that Toward the North is on the plan, so remain tuned. In such manner, some netizens let it be known that the beginning up time is WAC 2023, and the featuring setup has additionally been unveiled. As of now, the genuineness of the arrangement still needs to be examined, however netizens likewise feel a little skeptical about the ongoing setup float on the web. Going North is an original composed by the S.A. Suzuchin. It was first distributed in 2018 and won the Maodong Writing Grant. This play is a transformation, coordinated by Yao Xianfeng, composed by Zhao Liying, likely featuring Wang Yibo, Tan Jianci, Bailu, Melody Zhu'er, and so on. The novel unfurls comprehensively and enthusiastically, utilizing two pieces of information of history in the present to tell the exceptionally old secret history between a few families on the Beijing-Hangzhou stupendous channel. The extraordinary water and soup, returning to the north, the original attempts to traverse the authentic existence of the channel, investigates the significant impact of the excellent trench on China's governmental issues, economy, geology, culture and the progressions of individual souls on the planet, and composes the otherworldly guide and history of the fabulous waterway in the beyond 100 years. A country's old state and new fate. The television series Toward the North is a gathering representation show overwhelmed by three young men. There is one hero, and there are three phases: youngster, youth, and adulthood. The three youngsters grew up together, and afterward went to Beijing to try sincerely and afterward got back. There are two principal female characters. One is a young lady with colorful blood, online gossip Zhu'er, who is the kids' #1 item when they were youthful, and the other is the champion who is an intense character, cherishes the male lead since youth, and grows up to be a swan from an odd one out. On the web, it is called Bailu. It seems like it's being delivered early, so this is on the grounds that the person Bailu, the legend's better half, and the blended race character Zhu'er are competing for the job in the scene. Zhu'er has offspring of the Qiao family. In the event that it isn't for the point of view of the blended race youngster played by her, it doesn't check out regardless of whether she acknowledges it. The idea banner is the foundation of the excellent trench, and it is set apart with the incongruous writing grant. Eliminating the background is unthinkable. Perhaps the above is only the presentation of the characters while coding the entertainers. The principal foundation ought not be changed. Furthermore, the plots that have been flowed on the web as of late are absurd. It is hard not to think that the show is heating up. The featuring entertainers are notable acting schools in the business. Then again, in the dramatizations featuring Wang Yibo, aside from the extraordinary subject of Chen Qingling, Yu Fei was admonished wretchedly, the breeze ascends from Luo Yuang hit the road, I downpour and fire had no sprinkles, and so on. The film The Lord of the Sky transitory withdrawal of records, and so on, are hard to fill in for the hero setting of Toward the North. Tan Jianci appeared as an individual from the men's gathering in 2010, and afterward featured in additional shows and scholarly movies. His acting abilities are as yet tolerable. Both the incomparable Armed Force expert Sima Yi's partnership of Armed Force bosses and the spin-off Tiger Thundering Mythical Beast are well known. Particularly this year, the criminal investigator show Wrongdoing Hunting delineated book featuring as the main entertainer interestingly this year was a little hit, and afterward assumed control over the enormous spending plan IP dramatization Long Infatuation. The future improvement way isn't awful. The picture of Bailu is more reasonable for the principal show, however the acting abilities actually should be tempered, particularly in the event that the manager in the background is quiet, it would be better. Tunzu's acting abilities in Offspring of the Kiao family are remarkable, yet it is reputed on the web that she is a female supporting job with less jobs. On the off chance that it's mountain and ocean love, it doesn't make any difference assuming it's an honor. However, the male and female heroes are the two individuals on the web. Having the chance of winning the award is fundamentally inconceivable. The quality is as yet dicey. What is your take on this?